Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you the most urgent updates on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese Chandong. As of current date in the USA, the long-anticipated moment has arrived. The official revaluation of both the IQD and VND is now in effect, triggering a major shift across global financial markets. If you've been holding these currencies, this news could be a defining moment for your future. But while this development marks a milestone, what lies ahead may be even more critical. As of early July 2025, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is officially live. Redemption centers across the United States are up and running, and banks have begun processing exchanges under heightened security. Investors are now converting these revalued currencies into US dollars and other international denominations. However, completing your exchange is just the beginning. How you protect and grow your new assets is the real challenge. The spotlight is now on July 9, 2025, when sweeping changes to federal financial regulations go into effect. These laws are specifically designed to monitor large digital transactions and clamp down on undeclared wealth, especially from foreign exchange sources like revalued currency. If you're not prepared, the risk of having accounts frozen, triggering IRS audits, or facing steep penalties is real. This isn't speculation, it's regulatory reality. These upcoming rules will introduce strict identity checks, full documentation for large transfers, and transparent transaction histories that must align with tax reporting. If you're using outdated apps or unverified digital wallets, there's a high chance you could lose access to your funds after July 9th. Many platforms are scrambling to update their compliance protocols. Your edge in this new environment is acting now before the deadline hits. A major concern many are facing is where to safely store their newly converted funds. For many, the answer lies in a combination of traditional banks and modern digital wallets. FDIC-insured U.S. banks remain the most secure option. They offer federal insurance coverage up to $250,000, 0 cents per account, robust fraud protection, and comprehensive reporting capabilities. These institutions are aligned with both IRS policies and the new digital compliance frameworks. Still, there are trade-offs. Larger withdrawals often require advance notice. Daily and weekly transfer limits can interfere with how quickly you can access your money. That's why combining traditional banking with select digital wallets may offer better flexibility. Wallet services like Wise, Revalet, and even PayPal now support blockchain-ready features. However, they must be fully licensed in your state and meet all U.S. regulatory standards. Otherwise, they may become non-functional once the new laws kick in. Beware of smaller, unregulated crypto platforms promising instant conversions or unusually high rates. Many of these are scams designed to exploit the RV wave. Always verify licensing status. Confirm FDIC or reserve-backed guarantees, and check for Know Your Customer (KYC) protocols. With cybercrime already on the rise targeting currency holders, your biggest defense will be total digital security. Cybersecurity has become a frontline issue. Hackers are actively monitoring forums, social media pages, and even scraping metadata from public content to identify who's exchanged and how much. Using multi-factor authentication across all accounts, never logging in via public Wi-Fi, and deploying physical security keys like YubiKey or Ledger are no longer optional. They're essential. Keep transaction alerts turned on and block unknown device access. Taxes are the next major hurdle. Many holders of IQD and VND overlook a critical reality. Profits from revaluation are treated as taxable income or capital gains by the IRS. If your profits exceed $600, 0 cents, you must report them. If your gains are over $10,000, 0 cents, and held through foreign digital wallets or international accounts, additional reporting is mandatory. This includes filing an FBAR, Foreign Bank Account Report, and FATCA Form 8938. Failure to do so can lead to steep penalties, frozen funds, and full-scale audits. Documentation is your defense. Keep every receipt from your currency exchange. Record the date, rate, location, and USD value. Save both digital and printed copies. Most importantly, work only with a certified accountant who has experience handling foreign exchange gains. Do not rely on unverified online tips or basic tax apps. The IRS is tracking large inflows and outflows of funds, especially those tied to the dinar or dong, starting immediately after July 9. If you're wondering about the safest way to transfer your funds digitally, it's crucial to understand the platform limits. Popular apps like Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle still operate under tight caps unless your identity is fully verified. These platforms aren't ideal for moving large sums. Prefer services like Wise, Revaluation, or Chase QuickPay for domestic transfers. For international moves, options like MetaMask or Coinbase allow access to stablecoin liquidity, but come with higher risk. One mistake, like a wrong address, can mean permanent loss. Always test small transfers first, and never store your full balance in one place. For holders of the Zimbabwean dollar, ZWL, the landscape is even more restrictive. Due to Zimbabwe's history with hyperinflation and counterfeit bills, many U.S. banks enforce rigid compliance checks. ZWL exchanges are usually only honored at certified redemption centers, and smaller banks may reject or delay transactions. Once your funds are converted, deposit them directly into FDIC-insured accounts. Avoid sending them to offshore accounts or foreign wallets, as this may create tax complications and fraud exposure. Know your state's treatment of ZWL profits. Some view it as speculative income, others as capital gains. Once your funds are secure, slow and strategic investment is key. Begin with high-yield savings accounts offering between 4 and 5% APY from platforms like Ally, Sophie, or Discover Bank. For those open to blockchain-backed options, consider platforms such as Circle Yield or Coinbase Vault, which provide stablecoin-based interest with proper compliance. For conservative growth, short-term U.S. Treasury bonds or vetted mutual funds offer safe returns. Avoid risky ventures like unregulated altcoins or speculative forex trades unless you're an experienced investor. A difficult but necessary decision follows. Who should you tell? In truth, keeping your new financial status private is often the safest route. Sharing details with friends or family could make you a target for manipulation or scams. Digital extortion schemes in 2025 have doubled. Never post screenshots of your bank balances or before and after success stories. Keep your circle tight. Work only with verified financial professionals, not anonymous online advisors or Telegram groups. For post-RV stability, adopt this mindset. You are now a high-net-worth digital investor. That means acting like one. Use verified regulated platforms. Secure your digital presence. Schedule quarterly financial reviews. If possible, consider creating LLCs or trusts for better asset protection. Diversify your holdings and set up cloud and offline backups of important documents. Most of all, let your money work for you, not through high-risk speculation, but through intentional, structured growth. Behind the scenes, major financial institutions are already responding. From Bloomberg to Nasdaq, sudden volume surges are being tracked. U.S. banks are quietly rolling out new onboarding features aimed at IQD and VND clients. Fintech apps are tightening their KYC protocols. This isn't a drill, it's a coordinated response to a very real economic shift. The RV was just the beginning. Managing the aftermath is where true financial transformation begins. If you want to stay ahead, stay disciplined. As July 9th reshapes the digital financial landscape, your preparation will define whether you emerge stronger or left behind. The world is evolving. It's your time to evolve with it.